Why is it that when an injured victim winds up getting a large jury verdict, it makes all the newspapers, it makes all the TV stations, yet you never hear any publicity about what happens months or even years later when that injured victim gets their final check? You want to know why not? Come join me as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law in the state of New York. Today I'm coming to you from Boulder, Colorado. I'm in Boulder Creek. I'm visiting my daughter. She's in college here, and I had a few minutes to share this great information with you. So now we see that every time that there's a large jury verdict for an injured victim where they've won millions of dollars, it makes all the newspapers, the New York Post, it makes Newsday, the New York Times, the Daily News. Why is that? It's because people love to read about sensational verdicts. The newspapers love it. It draws people in. It gets them to buy their newspapers. It gets people to watch on TV this great sensational verdict. It's something outrageous that now these news reporters can talk about. But what nobody sees afterwards is that when you have a very significant jury verdict because of someone else's carelessness, now what do you think happens after the jury trial is over? The defense turns around and asks the judge to reduce that jury verdict significantly, or even to throw the verdict out. And then that's going to take months to finalize. And no matter what the trial judge decides, in all likelihood, the defense is going to disagree with the judge's ruling and decide to take that case up on appeal to the next highest court, in which case it will take 1 to 2 years to get a final resolution about whether or not that injured victim is going to get the amount of compensation that the jury determined they were entitled to. So now, a year or two later, the appeals court has finally decided, now they've come to a decision, and it turns out they have significantly reduced that award tremendously. And now it's no longer that large sensational jury verdict. Instead, it's only a fraction of what the jury decided this injured victim was entitled to. How come there's no publicity then? You want to know why? It's because that type of news doesn't draw people in to buy the newspapers. That type of news doesn't draw people in to watch the news on TV. That information, according to the news people, is insignificant. It's not important. It's not relevant. And likewise, if there's a jury verdict in favor of the doctor or the hospital or the person you have sued, do you ever see much news or publicity about a lawsuit that's brought, and now the person who lost the case, now there's all this great news about it? You don't see that. You only see the sensational, large, outrageous jury verdicts that come in. Why? Because that's what sells newspapers. That's what draws viewers in to watch the news. You know, in all likelihood, you're watching this because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter happened in the state of New York and you do have legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. By the time you're watching this video, I guarantee you I'll be back in New York and I'll be able to answer your questions. I answer legal questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's quick video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.